Hi, crafters, and welcome. Today is Saturday, November 1st, and I'm getting a little bit of my glare off there. That might mess up my camera for just a second. Sorry. Should have done that before we started. Anyway, today is Saturday, November 1st, and we're going to show you this new online exclusive. I think this is available to you guys either Monday or Tuesday. I should have checked the dates before I got on, but it is 8 o'clock in the morning already, so I am getting a late start. But I did get 8.5 hours of sleep, so that is good. All right, Friendly Foliage. It is a 10-piece stamp set, a 6-piece die set. Now, this is the new packaging. Just to show you how I am doing it, I am using my magnetic vent covers and cutting it down to the size of the dies, and then on my stamps I am actually taking a piece of cardstock and stamping an index card on there. But even with both of that, they still both fit inside the new Stampin' Up! Folders really well. Alright, so now this inspired me to do all of my old stamps into this type of packaging. I did not use the Stampin' Up! Because these are 5.5 by 9, I think it is. And most of my old stuff was 5 by 7. Those were what the old Stampin' Up! Holders were. About the same, 5 1/4 by 7.5. So what I did was I had a bunch of pouches already. Here, let me move my chair and I'll grab one of each and show you what I mean. So I had a bunch of these pouches already from Amazon. So what I did was, if it was just a stamp set alone, I put it into this. I think it's a 5 by 7. This is a 5 by 7. So if it was a stamp set only, I put it into a 5 by 7. If it was a bundle, I put it into, I think this is a 6.5 by 9. No, this is a 7 by 9.5. So if it was a bundle, I put it into that. So there's your stamp. Here's the die packaging, and there's dies. So now these probably could have fit into this 5 by 7, but I liked having this since I'm not on a shelf anymore. I liked having this so I could see the index on the binding. So that took me a full weekend and a half to do that. But I think most of my old retired sets are now in that. And eventually, as the new sets, as the current sets retire or go on last chance, then I'll move them into those same folders. I had a bunch of those. I think at one time I bought a box, maybe I had a box of either 250 or 500 of each of them. Don't know. I think I was going to do it for classes and that, but yeah. Anyway, it also, if I decide to do a craft show later this season, there's one in December I'm still debating on. That makes it easy to take it to sell. All right, anyway, back to this. This is the new packaging, Friendly Foliage. So let's go ahead, grab those both back out. Let's start with the stamps. Like I said, it was a 10-piece stamp set. And there are your stamps. Let me put that over the side. Let's just grab one of those, and let's grab one of these just to stamp on. So we have different colors here. All right. And I used to always throw these away, so now I'm going to end up keeping these. And if I could remember where I put all those, it would have helped me a lot when I went to put those, because a lot of those didn't have just to go over it, so it might stick. Okay, so let's start with the biggest these are really sticky. This is another thing I liked about having them inside of the case, is I didn't think it stuck as hard as it does inside of those. That's not even big enough. All right, we're going to go to this one. So let's go ahead and put that on there. I'm going to stamp everything in Memento just for the sake of continuity. And I did try to condition this stamp, so we'll see how well it works. So let's go ahead, we'll put that on this one. Do a little press. So there's that one. Oh, I had something on my stamp. Oh, I do. I see something on there. Let me see if that's actually part of the stamp board. Nope. It was a piece of something. All right. So there's that one. Let's go ahead. Let's put a few of the words on here at a time. So we have wishing you all the best. We have you're on my mind and in my heart. Let me get these a little bit straight so that it's easier to cut as my strips. And let's just do one more. We have 3 more left after that. And then this one is get well soon. So let's go ahead, get those. There you have those. All ready to cut into strip sandwich. Oh, I'm sorry, that's so loud. I forget that I'm on my glass mat. So here we have your traditional thinking of you. Sending love. And here for you always. Let's get those somewhat straight. Get those just a little bit. Let me cover that up for just a second. So here's those. So there's all of your words. There's all 6 of the greetings. Now we have a few little extras here. So let's go ahead. Let's just, I think I need my long and skinnies for these. Let me go ahead. I gotta keep the plastic out like that. Otherwise I lose it. All right, so here's one of the long and skinnies. Oh, not good, Roxy. Let's try that again. And then I did it too hard. Let me go over here. You only need a light touch. There, much better. Because if you do like I did before, did you see? Because this is so thin here. If you push down really hard, you're going to get that splaying. Also not a very good imprint. Look at that. So straight up and down, even pressure, looks good. Let's go ahead and do this one. Just long enough. Oh, it just fits. I'll do this one a couple times because it's kind of fun because it has so much detail, but it stamps really well. Okay, and the last one here is just this little accent leaf. Look at that. Oops, didn't do that very good. I think it's time to ink up my Memento again. All right, so that is the 10 stamp sets. I'm going to put them all over here on the side. Put these 2 together. So there you have those and the words. All right, so now let's get out the dies, which of course I conveniently put underneath all the stamps I put over here on the side to clean. So like I told you, it's a 6-piece die set. Let's show you. This actually goes over this. So let me go ahead and get that lined up the way I want it. Getting that little, making sure these are all, yeah, you know what I mean, lined up. Let me just bring out the baby. I won't bring out the big one. All right, so let's go ahead and bring that through. Tearing that at diagonal so it doesn't rip your paper. Bring this out. And there you have that. Let me put my other hand up. There you go. Now it's focused. All right, so there's that one. You also have this. Now this one, you want to get a piece of cardstock that is 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. So let's find something. Let's do, grab something for my little. All right, so we said 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. So let me just bring this out real quick. Just gonna get a straight edge on this first. All right, so here we go. 2 3, no. 1 1/4 this way. What did I say? Yes. 1 1/4 this way. No, that doesn't look right. Is it? 1 1/2 by 2 3/4. All right. 1 1/2. Right on that line. And then we go 2 3/4 this way. Now this is going to be an exact, see how it fits right on that piece of cardstock now. So if you want a little bit of a border, you'll do it a little bit, you'll do 1 3/4 by 3. All right, I think that looks pretty lined up. Let's run it through. I have something in my ring. Fuzzy. All right. So now on this, when you do that, and see, I didn't get it on the edge very well, but you'll get that very thin lining. All right. And since I didn't get it, I'll probably pull all that off. But anyway, so then if you wanted to, you could line that up on the inside there. I'm not that thrilled with it like that. I kind of like having it like this. I would probably do this, and on this I would probably, see, this is bothering me now. I would probably just put this on. I would do it so there is no edge. So I would line it up exactly. Sorry. Anyway, so I would have it just a little bit smaller than that so that I could then layer that onto a piece of cardstock. And let me show you, I played a little bit yesterday and I just cut this out without stamping, and I don't know if I like those little circles. Then here I did that bigger frame around it and got that. Let's see, let me show you one without. See, and that's how it cut out your sheet. But that's kind of what it looks like if you don't stamp on this back and you put that over the top. All right. Then you have a few more dies. This is a 6-piece set, so we've done the big one, which is the outline. We've done the inside, which is that. And then you have this. Now this does not match up to this. This one matches up, but I don't think it's an exact match. Let me show you. I feel like part of the stem is off. So let me line it up as best as I think you can here. Man, let me do this so you can see it. So see how I'm getting all of that inside of the lines like that. So it looks like that's going to cut out perfectly, right? And I'm going to wrap this one around. But when it cuts, I feel like, there it is. Oh, see, and it's already moved. I don't feel like, even with the magnetic plate, I tried it. So again, lining it up. It looks like it's pretty well lined up there, correct? We'll put lots of tape on so it doesn't move. There. So for the most part, it lines up well on the leaves, but I don't feel like it lines up on the stem that great. So this is probably one that I would cut out first, and then since these are photopolymer, you could kind of move that over a little bit to make your stem fall on there better. But there's that one. So then we have, what we have left then are these 3 leaves. I'm going to try cutting them all at once. I'm hoping they don't shift. Alright, I kept my finger there. Hopefully they didn't move. Otherwise now I've just cut into another die, which is not fun because it dulls the die that actually cuts. Alright, is this the only one? There we go. Put all of those on there. So you have this leaf. You have this solid looking leaf. And you have this. Oh, there we go. I still had that tape on the back. Darn it. So then these would pop out, but of course I have tape on the back so they won't all pop out. So there you have that. So I'm wondering, I'm thinking this one matches up to that one. I didn't think about that. Let's see. I'm a little off, but yes. It will cut out that stamp too. All right, so there you have it, guys. Lots of scritchies that fall out. Let me put this. Bring some of these others that I've cut. But this is the online exclusive, available early next week for you in the online exclusives. It's the Friendly Foliage bundle. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to do a card example together, and then I'll have a couple extra cards showing how you can use this bundle to create your next great masterpiece. All right, guys, if you don't mind, give me that thumbs up. Come on back tomorrow. Let's do this all over again. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.